Welcome back to our airport here. In our last episode, we went through and added on another gate and this giant area along with a bathroom here and got some seating set up along with a snack kiosk. In this episode, let's see what we can do. We definitely need to add on some more service so we can make some more money. We're only making $177,000 a day, which isn't bad if you're a person, but as far as an airport goes in this game, that's not a lot. We also want to make sure that we go through and expand security and ticketing so that all of our customers can be serviced properly and everything goes on just fine. We also added on a medium hangar in our last episode so that we had everything ready to go and that we can support larger service here. So there's a couple things that we could do. Right now we have 2 planes in and our baggage area looks like it's a little overwhelmed. But as I said in our last episode, I really want to bring that down here out of the way because from what I found, the drop-offs and pickups, it must be in drop-off and then pickups order. Otherwise, I might stick the baggage claim up there and get it out of the way and really increase the security and ticketing area down in this spot. But from what I've seen, a bus needs to come in, drop off people, and then comes in and loads up on them. It doesn't do it in the opposite order. I could be wrong, that could be a bug of the game, but from what I've seen so far, that's kind of where we're at with stuff. So, we need to take a look at that, and otherwise, I mean, our planes are flying out, everything's working real nice. I do want to rearrange this area to kind of match this one. And also, we need to take care of this mess here because I'm not a big fan of that being different than these two. So let's start off by rearranging these benches. We're going to dismantle all of those. And we might make some people upset in the process. Sorry, homie, your bench is going away. But it will be back very shortly so that we can get you guys handled properly with our objects and our benches here. We just want to make sure that it lines up here. So 1, 2, and 3. There's only one space in between there. 1, 2, and 3, and rotate. Oh no! I misclick so much in this game. That's true of most games that I play, but I'm a misclicker. I can't help myself. I just do it all the time. And then we're going to put some along this edge here. We also need to add some bins because you can see that the dirty people who go to this airport really just leave a mess. I don't understand why. So we'll put one there. And I'm going to put some down here as well as right there. I don't think it's really super necessary, but we'll do it for right now. And we'll add some flight info displays to make sure that nobody misses their flights or has any incorrect information. Can't put it there, but oh, okay, there. Sure. So we're going through. It doesn't seem like many people are missing their flights at this point, and everything is going along very nicely. Do I have any loans out? I don't have any loans. And research that we did last time of standby gates has been completed. So that's a good thing. There's a couple other things we want to take a look at in our reports area. We can see our transit capacity. We can see that during the course of the day when there's more than one flight, we do overload our transit. So we might want to consider adding some additional transit. There's trains here on the left-hand side, and we can also increase bus service. But to do either of those, we need to go through and, let's see, acquired road research. So we need to do road research and then upgraded buses. And then to be able to do the light rail. Oh, we can do light rail now. It's $50,000 though. That's a little rich for this little small airport. So we're not going to worry about that quite yet. We may want to extend this taxiway all the way out here and up, but each spot of taxiway is expensive. I think it's like around $16,000. Yeah, they're just a little too expensive for what I would like to spend right now. So we're not going to worry about that quite yet. We'll get there shortly. The next thing I think I want to do is expand ticketing and security. So that's kind of next on our list of things that we need to knock out so that we can really start blowing this airport up and adding some more flights. So ticketing is going to be pretty easy. We'll add some more ticketing desk and 1, 2. I'm just going to leave it at that for right now. And in utilities, we'll make sure those are connected to the other conveyor line. And then we need to add the queues on so that everybody's all well and good and ready to go. Our ticketing area hasn't been overwhelmed yet, but it may be in the future. And where did those people come from? So they both came from that area there as far as our staff. So we're going to need to hire 2 additional staff members to cover those other things. And then I need to assign everybody to a particular queue to make sure that we're good to go there. You can see our flights are coming in. We have A320 leaving, and that left directly on time. And then this one came in 13 minutes early. Hopefully that will leave on time as well. I'm not sure what's wrong with this guy here. I guess he missed his flight. Sorry, dude. But we're going along. We're getting everything set up and ready to go. I think we're going to add another meal area in here. Like we have the snack bar here. And then we'll remove these 2 restroom areas and we'll move one down here in this open area and fix this so that they have as many gate agents as is necessary. But we'll fix that at nighttime. For right now, let's go through and actually expand this security area and all of that so we can kind of get ready for the next round of what we want to do. So I'm going to add a absolutely massive area onto this airport here. So it's going to be 14 by 30. We'll add that in there, and that should allow us to really expand our security to set up a pathway for people to get out of this airport. And we're not far away from being able to add on an additional area down here for our baggage claim. I might even kind of keep it a little separate. I'm not sure yet. But you can see our security is starting to get overwhelmed, and it's not necessarily the checking part that's the problem, although it does look like it's taking a little while for everybody to get checked in. So let's go to the ID check area and add on a few more. I think we're probably going to change this in the very near future, but for right now, we're going to get that in there, and we'll increase the priority of those, because those are more important than this area getting built for right now. So we'll go through, and that was around 11, 12 o'clock, somewhere in that range where it really got overwhelmed. And again, happening here at 2 o'clock, you see that queue's really backing up. There's only 1 flight here right now, so we should be able to handle that, but we really shouldn't be backing up that much for just the 1 or 2 incoming flights, which we have just the 1. There may be another one. There's another one on final approach. So we have 2 flights coming in, but we really shouldn't be backing up that much. I'm not sure why that's happening. So we'll have to take care of that. And I look at our bank balance, and we're still making money. And we're going through. You can see it's slowing down a little bit. When construction's happening, the game kind of grinds to a bit of a halt a little bit here. And then our ticketing areas for these 2 look really nice. I'm happy with those, but we really need to expand security in order to accommodate everybody properly. And we're just going to assign all 3 of these new desks to that, and I think we're good there. And hopefully everybody should be able to filter through incredibly quickly and get through their security checks without much of a problem, which looks like it is happening right now. So we have planes flying in and out of here. They're coming at relatively nice speed, which I'm totally happy with. And because I don't want security problems, I'm going to remove this wall, set up a security problem or a security area in here, and then I'll go through and open it up to the baggage claim, I think. We'll see what happens. And I think we have just 1 more flight for the night, so we may not even have to... Or 2 more flights, okay. So we might not even have to worry about that. But we'll go through and, clear these walls. And I'm going to clear that wall as well and get an actual wall in there. Fences, for whatever reason in this game, when they become part of walls on the outside, they don't go anywhere. They stay as part of the fence instead of a wall. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm not a huge fan of that piece of this game. And I need to go in and re-add in that, which apparently also took away part of that wall. Awesome. And, oh, I missed a little bit of the security area here, so I'm just going to add on just a touch more to make sure that we get that covered and ready to go. And the eventual idea here is that while everybody is streaming through the security area, either coming to or going from planes, I'm going to have the security area which will dump into this main concourse, and then I'll have a pathway here for them to come down and go into baggage claim, which will be greatly expanded sometime in the future. Not currently, but it will be expanded in the future. So we're done with flights for the night. We can go through and clear out all of the problem areas, and then once those are cleared, we'll reassign that as security, which is happening currently, and we'll reassign those. So now we have a much larger security area, which hopefully should be a good thing. And actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of some of this. I'm going to reassign this baggage claim area and move it down, and then security is going to come across here like so. I think I like that idea. So we're going to go through and reassign baggage claim. Make sure it's about 10 by, yeah, that works. And then this area will be none. So I'll have the security going all the way across here and baggage claim down there. I think I have enough money to do this. So we'll put in 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if I wanted to, I could always dump another one in there. But for right now, actually, let's spread those out a little bit. Separate them by 2. That looks significantly better. And then when we go into utilities, you see that we have this one main kind of line flowing in here. That's going to be our main return line, I think. And then we'll do some baggage hubs. Now I have a large baggage hub. They also have specialty ones, which have way too many inputs, and then a normal one, which is not big enough. So we need to do this guy here, and we're going to dump that somewhere up in this area so that we can bring this conveyor down and we can feed the first 3 baggage terminals, and then I'll put another one somewhere around here. I'm not sure where exactly that we can feed those. But before we do that, we need to go into utilities and demolish this line here. And we'll, oh, that one's already pending delete. Great. And now that that's deleted, we can go through and start adding on our larger hub, which will exist just down, sure, right there. So now when our conveyor line comes in, it's going to come into this spot right here. I can't add on all of this right now, and I think I might run out of money before I'm able to complete this fully. But for right now, this one, we're going to connect there. This one is going to connect there. And then we'll have another baggage hub waiting over here, I guess. So that we can have the baggage line come down. It'll feed into this one. And then pink to pink. And I'll have room for some expansion down the road. So we'll put that in there, and we'll get the rest of the conveyor lines laid out fully. So this one's going to go like so. This one will come up and over and around. And then these guys are going to fly all the way over, and this is going to fly all the... Ooh, that's a problem. No, it's just because I don't have enough money. Okay. not a big deal. Let's take out a quick loan. I thought for a second that it wasn't letting me connect the blue ones. And blue ones always allow you to connect multiple things to the same, but pink ones do not. And then, well, I guess I could connect this to here. I don't know if they need to connect all to themselves. So let's cancel this, cancel this, cancel this, and cancel this. And then we'll go to the other conveyor line and kind of feed the rest of this thing. All right, and hopefully we can get that done in enough time that this thing will be ready to go before our flights start popping up. So again, this is really allowing us to massively expand our baggage area. We're going to dezone the old one. So now when people come off, they're going to go through the security area into this baggage claim, which will be eventually walled off, and they can kind of go up and out of the airport itself. We just need to wait for all of this to finish, and hopefully it will finish by 4 o'clock or whenever that other flight comes in. Otherwise, they're actually going to have to hand carry it from one to the other, which is just not that pretty and not that good. The one thing I'm not sure of right now is if this baggage line and this one is going to work. If this has to come over and down here, or if it has to connect to this hub over in this section. We'll find out, I guess. And come on, guys, build that up. Right, it looks like we almost have a functioning... Oh, this one's functional. I guess. They all say they're functional even if they're built, even though if they're not connected to anything. So I'm not sure why that is exactly. But you can see my workers are going crazy trying to build everything. And they're not filtering out the way I want. They're going straight across security. Eventually we're going to add some security gates there to make sure that that doesn't happen. And I'm not sure why there's a bunch of folks lining up right there instead of just getting into the queue when it's nice and easy. I'm not sure what's going on with that one, but we'll deal with that a little down the road here. And we do have at least one functional baggage thing. Now, this is bothering me that it says 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm assuming that this one got completed before that one. It was functional, so I can deal with that for right now. And then our final things are going through. And this one is activated, and we have bags. So at least we have the first... These two are working at least, which is all we really need to have. And we'll see that this plane, when it unloads, should have one of these two activate because our other one is not built yet. So, oh, that's working? Even though it doesn't have all of the things. Super interesting. Alright, that's just one of the weird little quirks with this game so far. So we have that. Let's go through and start... Well, we need to build on a little area here to have our baggage area set up. And I also need to build on our security, because our security is going to stretch over this way. So that basically you can't get out of the airport without going through some type of security. So we're going to get rid of that wall. We'll get rid of these 2 trash cans for right now. And we'll build a wall. That's 4 across. I'm going to leave 1 opening there right now. Actually, I don't even need to do that really. Because I was going to leave an opening for people to come off here and then down, but I don't care about the people once they get off the plane. They can go up and around, that's fine. And then we're going to add on a nice door so that people clearly have an idea that they go through here and out. I'm also going to add on some... Well, first let me pay back my loan. I'm not a big debt guy, so I like to alleviate that as soon as possible, even in video games. And all of our unsecured areas are going to be this blue carpet color, so I can kind of easily figure out just by looking where they're at. So ticketing and this area will have one color, security will have a color, the gate area will have a color, and then the baggage claim area will have another color so that we can really easily tell what's what. And then we're going to bring a dedicated kind of exit here from this spot up so that our flights can, or our people can not have to go through security to get their bags, because that's really bothering me right now and I want it to stop. So start off here, I think. Go up 4 and then we'll do that for right now. So we're going to build this little extension on. Honestly, I could bring it down, but I don't really see a reason to do that. It's because we have a baggage claim there, although it not being square and kind of jagged is going to bother me, so I'll do that. Uh-oh, we have security breach. We have security breach. Hopefully we'll get that plugged ASAP. And all these people are going to be mad because they have to go through security all of a sudden. But that's okay. Not real sure why there's this giant line of people waiting to get into security instead of just getting in the line. But hopefully our new security area will take care of that particular issue quickly and efficiently. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of these areas. And we're going to add a door on here. And we're going to add some security gates, I think. And we'll get everything set up and ready to go for a secure exit from our airport, so that no matter what, you have to go through security to do everything you may want to do. I am going to build another foundation because I want it to be 4 wide, I think. So we'll do that. And once we get that in, should be good. People are filtering through. Our flights, ooh, that one's real late, and that one left on time, but that one left an hour late, which you can see my airport or airline interest has been taking a hit here as of late. But we'll fix that at some point once we have a chance to go through and really address some of the issues that this airport has. At this point, I'm going to clear out those walls there. I want to add the floor in. Come on, come on. Alright, they're done with that part. And then we'll go back in and add the last security gate that we need. Or secure exit. I have to wait for the construction to finish. And we can do that. And then we can add on a large sliding door right there. So basically at this point, when that's built, everybody who's part of getting off plane should come down here and out, and then back out through the main exit. And hopefully that will eliminate some of the problems. I think I might also put an exit door down here and extend this pickups area a bit, just so that we have everything working and flowing nicely. So I want to make it in line with this wall here. That can go there, and then zones of pickups is going to expand. Now, pickups is going to be right next to my garbage area, which I'm going to move at some point, but right now it's not really a big deal for what I want to do. And we also, again, we have dirty people that are at these airports, so we do need to add some garbage bins for everybody using this airport. So maybe right next to every single baggage carousel, if you have garbage that you brought with you, you can get rid of that. And we'll do that going down as well. So the airport looks like it's functioning now. You notice everybody coming off is going down and through and out, which is exactly what we want to do. And now we are going to take some time to expand security greatly so that people can come through, get in line, and kind of go out. Again, I probably could handle more planes at this point. But we're not spending a ton of money to do some of these improvements minus this large foundation expansion. And it's just generally going to help our airport out. So we'll leave it as is for right now. We're going to build on some walls. And I'll show you what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking that we can have people kind of filter in, up, and over. So that we'll eventually close this area in here. And people can kind of filter through how they need to. But for right now, not super worried about that. I am going to get rid of this queue, however. and people can just kind of come to those lines for right now. We'll take care of that down the road a little bit more as we kind of filter everything out. I am going to build some walls to start kind of expanding some of these areas. And I'd really like to just bring it off of this main wall, since I don't think these are going to exist much longer. I do want to move these restrooms once we have a chance and kind of go through. So maybe this whole area is going to be security. I can move these offices later and we can expand ticketing. But those are all problems we can solve later. For right now, let's add to our security zone so that's nice and big. Have that, and I'm just going to eliminate a little corner of that so that people can use that ticketing machine without any problems. I don't think there's any problems, but if there are, I want to make sure that I'm not contributing to them. And we'll kind of start a line going down, over, and up, and people can come through and do that. So I'm going to build a wall. And I think I'm going to start even with this one. So I'm going to come over 2, 3. 3 sounds good. We'll do everything at 3. So 1, 2, 3. And we'll bring them over. And then this one here, we're going to bring that over as well. I'm going to pause that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that one's 11. And cancel that project. I really want them to be even. So 8. So, yeah, you can't build on top of anything that's already being built, which is kind of annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll make this side just a hair bit longer. Although, I mean, it doesn't really need to be. Let's actually just cancel all of that. The only thing I want to do is add a wall right there. Because I can have people come over, have one line here, one line go up through the center, and one line towards the right. And I'll show you a little bit more of what I'm thinking with this once my people kind of get in their places and everything gets set up. So I'm going to start a queue here. No, I'm not. I'm not sure what's wrong with you guys. Unable to... What is that? Alright, some people are having some problems, so I'm just going to send them home. I think it's probably better than... Oh, you know what? I think they might have gone through security and then into a outside security area and then back. So we'll just add security back in this area and hopefully we don't see that thing pop up anymore. Okay. Our next security expansion is kind of going to wait till nighttime, I think. But my plan here is to have 3 lines. One that wraps around here and up so they can feed this and then they can come out. One that kind of comes to the center area so they can feed that and out. And then another one here and out. All of these should be turned vertically, and then these guys are all going to be turned vertically as well, as long as it lets us do that. So I should probably check that first to make sure. So the arrow is pointing down. Okay, we can have the arrow pointing up. So we're in good shape there. We just have to wait a couple hours for our flights to come in, and that's okay because we're going to be spending a whole lot of money real soon. We can allow our bank coffers to kind of increase a bit while we're doing that. And again, I'm really happy with this area here. It's a nice quiet area. The airport, I know this gate isn't really being used at all right now, but that's okay. It will be soon, and everybody's able to get out and kind of get to their gates easily and nicely. That plane came in 14 minutes early. Planes come in early a lot. When you have a smaller airport, once it gets bigger, from what I found, they seem to really take a little bit longer. I had planes delayed over an hour in one of my other games, and that was not fun because it was a big plane and just killed everything. But this airport is 737 happy, and we are able to process 737s effectively on time every time without much of a problem. Again, see this big kind of jumble here in front of this queue? Even though there's plenty of space for everybody, I'm assuming that's just the processing where each individual person has to process. I'm assuming it's just an error or a kind of slowdown in that realm, but it's super annoying. And how many of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 4 of those and 4 of those. So we do want to expand that so that all of those numbers are greater, and I think we'll be able to do that without much of a problem here very shortly. And then we'll also get rid of these bathrooms and have them go somewhere else in just a little while. But for right now, that's not too big of a deal, and we can't afford to do much of it anyway. Because there'll be another bathroom probably in this area or in this area here. We'll see what happens. But our last flight, that one left late. 737, that left late from my airport. I'm not a fan of that. And then this one is fully loaded. It's -1 person who's on there, and that left 22 minutes early. This is my favorite airline because it looks like Spider-Man in the back. If you take a quick glance at it, just really quick as you're moving across the screen, it looks like Spider-Man. So Starflight, you're all right with me. So now what we need to do is we're going to dismantle a whole bunch of this stuff, all but one of everything, so we can begin to start moving things around. And if we do our job correctly and in the time that we're given, I might actually add some more workers here since we're making money. We'll be able to get brand new flight areas set up and ready to go. So these guys are coming in. We don't have a lot of time to get all of this taken care of, so we need to be quick and efficient. So we're going to do an ID check spot. We're going to add on 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to come over from this edge. Eventually, I really want to bring that over here, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we need to bring it over from here. Yeah, because I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a wall placed in here. We'll get rid of this male bathroom, and we'll add the gate area here, and then bathrooms along here. So I think that's what I want to do. And 1, 2, 3, we'll cancel that one. And then, let's see, how far is it from one to the other? This is where that planning tool is really useful. I can come in here and measure, so it's 12. So if I come in and add 1 on each end, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a spot of 3 and 3. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So instead of 3, there'll be 4 ID processing spots for each line, which is an increase over what we used to have. And then after that, there'll be scanners, bag scanners for all of those. So they'll be pointing up. We'll start off 1, 2. And I think I'm just going to continue these as far across as I can go. Right now I have to hit the pause button. And we do have a slight issue where the area is going to have to exist up here a bit. So male restroom is going to have to find a new place. Maybe I expand this out and over here so that we can get that in there. I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. For right now, metal detector, that's what they're called. We're just going to quickly add them here. It's ugly. It's not what I want. But for right now, I think it's what's necessary. And then we'll add our cues so that all of our lines dump out to one of 3 different main security lines. That one's up too high, as is the last one. Oh, my airport's having some issues that are totally user-induced. Nope, nope, nope. Accidentally added an additional queue there, and we're just going to go through and add that on there. and unpausing that. Hopefully, yes, they're adding on security lines. Our X-ray machines are up and running, or at least one is, and we're getting everything that we wanted in place. Awesome. So we can go through and start assigning all of these to their various queues. And we'll get that done right now. When you click on a person, it always defaults to something else, which is super annoying. So I have all of these queues feeding. So this first one goes to these guys, the second one goes to these guys, and the third one goes to these guys. That line there did not come over far enough. That's why there's this big gap here. Ugh, losing my mind. But if you're going to do something, do it right. So I need to do it right. And can I expand this one? Nope. Okay, so there we go. That looks a little better. And when you have all these lines really kind of stacked on there, they're really hard to tell what's what. But we have that one, we have that one. I'm going to go back to this one, and I'm going to go to this one. And that hopefully will be able to hold up to everything. We're going to hire a bunch more security staff to man all of those new posts, which it looks like they're all being taken care of. And then we need to talk about expanding this area here up and out. So I'm going to build a foundation, and we're going to expand these areas here. Because I can move bathrooms up here and get rid of this bathroom and then extend security up and over. And I can also add on some offices so that they're out of the way. That's where I think we want to go with this for right now, and get everything set up. But you can see the security area is able to process a lot of people at one time, and yeah, it's going through. We're able to do what we need to do. So it's time to start adding on some new flights. We have in our schedule a lot of space now because we have another gate that's wide open there, and we can actually move these a little closer together if we wanted to, so that we can do that. But right now, the spacing's fine for what we need to do, but we are going to want to start adding some flights. So let's go in here and see what's available. SparkJet has a lot of nighttime flights and daytime flights. 737 at night, I will accept that. And we're basically looking for like 2 or 3 of anything. 737 in the morning, we'll take that. In previous videos, I didn't really realize this, but the available, so you have AM, PM, and night flights all kind of showing up there, so you know what exactly is available for each thing. We're not doing those small planes. Airbus A320, how many people do you have? A320. We'll take it. It's big enough. Now let's start scheduling these so I don't get lost on what's supposed to be what. So I'm going to kind of offset all of these. This one here is going to be offset by 15 minutes, and then this one is offset by 15 minutes. And then we're going to slowly start bringing these down. So we'll put another flight in there. And we're going to do the same thing with the morning flights. So our airport is definitely going to increase in how busy it is, but that's okay. We're just making some space for some additional flights so that we can get everything kind of up and rolling as quickly and as smoothly as possible. I'm just readjusting some of these so that it makes more sense for the schedule that I think we want to keep. So you can see that there's planes are all offset a little bit so our ground staff doesn't get kind of killed, and then there's a break between all of them so that our main ones don't get killed. But I believe we are done with mornings. We need to work... Oh no, we have one more morning, 2 afternoons, and 1 nighttime flight that we are looking for. So 1 morning star flight. I'll take that one. You fly dumb little planes. We're not taking you. Nighttime flight. Come on. No. Come on, where are my afternoon flights? They have tons of good, well, we have nighttime. We'll take a nighttime 737. And then we're just looking for afternoon flights at this point. Can't take any of those. The planes are too big. Pacific. Do you have anything worth taking? Nope. Airstar, we just checked you. Ford Jet. Nope. Nope. Galactic, no. Look at all these planes they take. This one... Oh, they're not taking too big a plane. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 525 people. Yeah, they're giant planes. Alright, so there's not really too many planes that I really want to take right now for some of these spots. So our afternoon's looking a little light. Oh, we could take one more morning flight. So we're looking for one more morning flight. Did you have a 737 in the morning? Nope. Atlantic, did you have a morning flight we wanted? Yes, you did. So we'll go through and add on that one to our schedule. And our previous income of the day was about 180 grand. Now we're expecting 258, and we still have room for 2 more planes to come in. Now this is going to be a massive kind of demand on our security staff, our ground staff, janitorial staff, and our ticketing stuff. But I think we can do it. We have to have a day go through before we can really see the results of what we've done. But we can do that. And we have our brand new area set up there. So I'm going to rotate bathrooms and offices up here, and then I'll open up this spot. So we need to clear out these walls here and there. And this wall here I want to maintain as kind of the stopping point for security, and drop it down. And then when we open up these offices here, it won't be a big deal to move all of them. So let's get some walls and get everything set up. So they only need to really be 3 high or so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the CEO and CFO offices don't need to be big at all. They're really, really tiny. And we'll get toilets. Set up on all of these. And sinks as well. I'm going to get some error messages here in a second because toilets need to be in a designated bathroom. They are not right now, and that's okay. We also want to get some flooring in there. What looks like bathroom flooring. Let's go with stone O2B. That sounds really nice, doesn't it? I want to get that sink built. Save that one. We'll have that one. And we'll get our doors set up. So we have one door there. We'll eventually have another door there. This door and our office is going to have a desk and a chair. Did I put those in backwards? I think I did. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. We're going to put in some black flooring for them because their job is to keep us in the money. We'll rezone those 2 office spots. There's no size limits on offices right now, so that's nice. And then we're going to clear, well, I guess we can't clear quite yet. We'll clear out this. We're going to clear out all of this for right now. And we're going to redesignate that zone. Instead of being a female bathroom, there it's going to be a male bathroom here and a female bathroom right there. Alright, so they're taking that all down. Awesome. Let's get a door so they can actually get into the bathroom. And then we can also clear out this area right here. And we'll unzone them. And not entirely sure why our CEO and CFO are not taking their new offices. There they go. They're reassigned there. So we have those. That looks real nice. We'll move those guys over there eventually, and then we're going to close off this one. That guy's really excited about a garbage bin. But you can see that things are flowing nicely. We have things going on, and our planes, and you notice our airline interest has not really dropped since we added on, or I guess we haven't really actually even opened up the flights for another day yet, but that will be coming very shortly. And then we're going to clear out this area here, so let's unzone them first so that people aren't stuck using them. And then we'll go in and clear these areas out. And I think I'm going to put a wall in there just for right now, just to keep everybody honest once we clear out everything, which it looks like our storage area is full. So we need to expand that slightly. And we're just going to do that. We'll try clearing these out again. For whatever reason they didn't go anywhere. We'll build our walls once they do. Ooh, we're getting lots of people missing flights. That's not good. And then we're going to unzone that. I guess we'll wait until this guy's done. Oh, that's why we're missing flights, is somebody is causing massive problems. Go away. Go home. You haven't moved, so you're going home. You haven't moved, so you're going home. Ooh, this is not good. We have to fix this issue here. This is the second or third time this has happened, and we're going to lose a lot of money if our flights aren't leaving with the people that it should be leaving. That guy didn't move at all. Did you see that? I'm just going to unassign some of these just to see if we can hopefully get some of these guys moving again. Go away. Yep, all of you just missed your flight because you're waiting in one line instead of where you're supposed to be. Don't feel bad for you. This person right here, sent home. There we go. I don't think you're going to make your plane, but that's your fault for waiting in dumb lines. So, we have that. We're going to clear this area out now. And we need to figure that out a little bit later, because that's really not good. And I should probably unzone that. We'll bring the wall over to continue the kind of edge of that. Clear out those ticketing counters as well. And I want to fix this area here. All right, so we can massively expand our security and kind of refit some of these scanners there, and then we'll allow people to come in there. So we'll add on some additional bag scanners. Our zones, we need to expand security. And this wall is actually going to be along the same edge as that. So dump the wall. So we just dump the wall all the way down. And then we will clear out this one. And then we're going to go to objects and door. And we'll add a large sliding door as an entrance into the airport itself. Oh, yeah. We also probably need to have metal scanners, huh? So we'll get those in there. Our storage area is full. And there is a storage shelf. I don't know what these do, but let's find out. So they're supposed to allow you to double storage. I have no idea if they work. We'll add 2 rows and just see if that actually does anything. And hopefully there's no line issues happening there. That's a lot of people. But at least there doesn't seem to be anything happening too badly there. Those boxes have not moved at all. So let's see if we can just zone our storage area to be a little bit bigger. Alright, so what we're going to do is drop another fence there, and hopefully we can do that. Where are you guys going? What are you adding on? But once they add the fence, we can clear this, and then we can expand storage, and hopefully that will be what we need for our airport right now. And then we can fix this area here so it's not such a mess. I want to add bathrooms right in this area if possible, and we'll kind of go from there. But our fence has been built. We'll go through and clear that off. Oh, and the storage areas are being used. Or the fences, or whatever, the racks are being used, which when I tried them earlier, they were not working. So that's nice. And we'll make a larger storage area. Which means there shouldn't be any bags left in our area. It looks like they've already been taken care of, but just in case it wasn't, it is now. So we have that. I should probably just put a wall up there, but I'm not super concerned about that right now. Everybody's following the rules, which is all we need to have happen. And we're going to put in some new flooring here in a little bit. Because we actually have some money to play with. So let's go through and kind of knock out the rest of that. But I think we'll do that in another episode. So we really went over, redid the baggage claim, got security set up, and massively increased the number or potential of money coming into our airport. Nobody has canceled flights on us, even though yesterday was a wreck. And we have our planes coming in. So we actually have 3 planes on the ground right now. That one is going to leave early. That one is just starting loading. This one doesn't even start loading for a little while. So our baggage crew is able to handle it. Our airport's able to handle it. And this we need to sort out. We need to get the floors all done because it's driving me crazy right now. And add on some self-ticketing booths, which should alleviate a lot of those Actually, let's do that real quick while I'm thinking of it, so that we can just kind of alleviate any problems that we may have here. So I'm going to come up off that wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then rotate them around. And we'll see if that alleviates any of the problems up here as far as how many people are up in that spot. People definitely did leave that line to come down there. I don't know if it was as effective as I hoped, but that's okay. So next time we'll take care of getting all of this set up properly. We have some flooring work to do over here. We have some bathrooms to add, some new chairs to put in, rerouting of this queue and getting another desk for it. And then we have to work on ticketing and that. But overall, pretty happy with the progress that we've made on this airport. We definitely still have some work to do, and we do need to hire some additional security staff to service the people who come through those right lines. But for right now, I'm pretty happy. Everything is working, and you guys are just standing there because there's not enough seats, or what's going on? Just like standing in security? Okay. Whatever that is. But I will see you next time, and let me know what you think, what I should do, and if what I'm doing makes any sense. I'll see you next time.